I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening. Roll call. Page. Here. Peters. Here. Shoulders.
Here.
Wolfersburg.
Here.
Here.
All right. We have no proclamations or appointments. Is there anybody wanting to speak? See anybody address the board?
Jane.
Consent agenda. We have the minutes from the August 11th meeting, approval of bills in the amount of $83,098.49. Consideration possible approval of right-of-way permit 07 for Fidium, and consideration of possible approval of right-of-way permit 08, also Fidium. And lastly, consideration and possible approval of special event permit Rocks Street Party. Exhibit 5. Are there any questions or issues with the consent agenda?
And then there is this other permit that was submitted after the deadline, which isn't able to be formally approved since it wasn't on the agenda, but if you want to give it a soft okay, I can bring it back to the next.
Does anybody have any objection to the? Okay, that's a soft okay. Is there a motion to accept the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
I'll second.
Peters. Yes. Shoulders.
Yes.
Wolfersburg.
Yes.
Yes.
Motion passed 4-0. All right, new business, consideration and possible approval of agreement between the village and IDOT for a grant program under the Safe Routes to Schools grant program, local highway safety improvements. And we got a grant to study or to plan that hopefully in the next version of that. Is that an annual program? Annual?
Every 2 years.
Every
is my
2 years.
Understanding. And yes, this is the non-infrastructure grant, which will help us create a safe routes to school master plan. Which my understanding, talking with RTC and certain IDOT representatives, is that will show that we are, it'll make us look a little bit more competitive, and then there's a plan that's coherent that we're trying to execute upon, that they view us as a good investment. So
with those plans, do we have to do anything?
we should do them.
We should do the things that they
Yes,
listed there.
yeah.
Okay.
So yes, we should do what's in the plan, and then as we submit every 2 years for grant dollars for the infrastructure side, showing that we're making progress is important so they can score higher.
Okay.
So the recommendation would be to approve.
Need a motion?
Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve.
How much was that for?
49,
49.
136. And then we'll be bringing a vendor agreement with RPC to help do that plan for us. I'm hoping sometime in September.
Wait a second.
Yeah, that's it.
Shoulders.
I'll abstain.
Yes.
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 Well, then I vote yay.
You go ahead and vote anyway, you just voted, so put in the record, I don't know that you needed that, but that's put in. 4-0.
3-0-1. Or 4-0-1.
Yeah.
4-0.
All right. The next item is consideration possible for approval of resolutions authorizing the construction of a public facility to be constructed and operated by the St. Joseph Recreation Foundation, subject to the attached terms and conditions in Exhibit 7. I think I have everything here. I'm going to step down due to a conflict of or a potential conflict of interest. So I'm asking the Mayor Pro Tem Terry Cummings to run the meeting in discussion and vote.
Okay.
And we have representatives from
Okay.
the foundation.
You're not
here.
gonna talk, you're just gonna answer questions, so, okay. Okay, so, again, we're just bringing this before us to discuss it. Again, we've talked about it before. I think some of the main points that we've talked about are that we want to consider all the specifics, which I think are in there, to assure that the village is being financially, fiscally responsible with this. We know that the village owns the property. We know the foundation does not. We also know that the sewer plant is not completely sold yet. And until this happens, we are assuming some responsibility, but I think we're working on some things to make sure that, you know, that's minimized as much as possible. So that we don't have to raise sewer rates just because we don't need to raise the sewer rates. I understand just personally that raising money is hard work, and I think you guys have done an awesome job. I mean, no offense, but you're not development people and you just picked it up and ran with it. So maybe you'll have a new job when you get done with your next job. Just kidding. So are there any questions?
I could add.
Yes, please.
So what you have in front of you is kind of similar to what you were alluding to, is that we have this operations agreement, which governs about the relationship between the village and the foundation, which is Trustee Cummings mentioned is a village building. And those terms have been I would say it's fair to say meticulously went through and on both sides. So I think it protects the village's interests and also gives the rec foundation enough flexibility to operate the facility. It also outlines what area that the rec foundation will be responsible for. If you go to the attachment directly after the operations agreement called Exhibit A, under Exhibit A, basically, there's a 5-acre piece of property where the building will actually sit on. If you approve this, we are going to work with Clark Dietz to actually affix permanent markers on the physical location so that staff is aware of who's responsible for what, mowing contractors, etc. So we can know there's a where duties stop and where they begin for both sides. There's also a building permit, which is just makeshift off of our regular building permit with all the details that are included there. If you have any questions, the representatives would be happy to answer those. As well as you have your site plan and all of the development documents from Hillside Development Group and Fairgrant. All the plans are included. If you have any questions. And then what you will be doing and actually taking a formal action upon, which the resolution outlines, is the very last attachment, which is from Clark Dietz, which is a site review document. This facility and this development is not in full compliance with your zoning requirements and or development requirements, which is not uncommon. It's not uncommon for there to be waivers, et cetera, of different development standards. And what Christopher Gakowski with Clark Dietz has put together for you is what development standard is being deviated from or a waiver requested and what the recommended action is. As you'll see, if Fairgrant, the contractor, builder needs to deviate from any of these restrictions or conditions that are put in here, they will have to come back and request a formal waiver if it's not already recommended in here. But if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer, or the group would be happy to answer as well.
Fairground, is that the name? Fairground. They're text being small.
Yeah,
Common.
yeah, they probably.
It probably should be printed on 11 by 17.
I can bring my monitor over if you want to zoom in on it.
I got my glasses.
Okay, good. All right.
Good.
I can get the what's it called, the Oh my gosh.
The Zoom.
No, what do you?
Magnifying
The
glass?
magnifying glass, gosh.
I'm too old. That is, thank you.
Let's see if I got one. I really can though, bring my monitor over if there's something, in particular you wanted to zoom in on, but most importantly, the park, like as an example, the parking lot is not gonna be it's gonna be mostly in if I understand correctly, gravel surface. So it's not gonna be some concrete surface, and they had to do certain things out of being realistic to keep the cost control. And a lot of those is where you're gonna see waiver requests or deferrals and things like that. So,
And some of that has to go to zoning.
no,
It all is handled up here.
Do you want them to talk about that, the waivers? Are you good with that?
I'm okay with
Okay.
it. I just didn't know if it had to go to zoning
Yeah.
first.
Okay,
It's sort of unique since it's
it is.
on a property.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't have an issue with any of it.
I don't.
So,
Make a motion to approve as submitted.
And I'll second it.
Mhm.
Okay. Wolfensberger.
Yes.
Cummings.
Yes.
Peters. Yes. Childers.
Yes.
Motion passed 4.
Next hurdle. Next hurdle, right?
Mhm.
I'm back. Thank you, trustee Cummings. You're wonderful. The last thing in new business that we have is consideration of possible approval of sludge hauling contract renewal with Metro AG. Term expiring December 31st, 2027.
so this is a service that we use every year, at least once a year. In your notes, I outlined the last 3 years of data that we have on the price. It's right in the $25,000 range. This is an increase. And I ran it by our sewer operator, Ethan, and he seemed to think that the increase was reasonable. One note is the termination section. You all are under active consideration of selling your sewer plant. And if you ultimately decide to do that before the end of this contract, I spoke with the owner of the company about making some type of amendment to the contract to give us an out of it, so just to clean it up. And Mark has all he did was provide that on his letterhead saying that they wouldn't hold us accountable. Mark has prepared a motion, if you're okay with that. What we need to do to modify the agreement if necessary to get this done. But anyway, point is, recommend approval. We need to do it. It's a essential service that we use. I don't know if somebody wanted to review a motion if you agree with it. Excuse me.
Is the dollar amount in here?
It's on the last page here.
It's a
Yeah.
unit, it's a unit price per gallon. Yeah, per gallon hauled, and so that's been around 25,000 a year roughly.
I read the notes, I just didn't, I was looking for a dollar sign.
Sure.
All right, motion to approve a contract with Metro Aggie for the Village of St. Joseph wastewater treatment plant as presented with direction that it be modified to allow village termination in the event of sale of the sewer system under terms satisfactory to the village president.
Second.
Thank you.
Cummings.
Yes.
Peters. Yes. Childers.
Yes.
Wolfensberger.
Yes.
Motion passed 4.
All right. Anything else, Joe?
No, but we will be requesting executive.
Right. Anything? Mark, Mike? Anything else? Okay. Do you have your sheet?
Yep, I make a motion to enter into executive session for limited purposes of purchase of real property and the sale of village real property pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2C5 and 6. That's my motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you.
I forgot to second.
Peters.
Yeah.
Childers.
Yes.
Yes.
Cummings.